Alright, and we're back with NieR. It's been a while, but one of my buddies on Discord was talking about NieR today, and I was like, you know what? I should probably finish that game. So, no, 25 hours. Okay. Yeah. So I don't remember where we were. I think we just beat the period pickle girl. And we found out what was really going on. It's a huge tragedy. Everyone's upset. And then I played something else for about 2 weeks. We're back. Oops, mic cut out. Hold on. Let's do a test. Ben. Okay, we're good. Yeah, let's see if I remember how to play this game. Alright, there's a punch. Just my thing. Stick and the roll. Okay, we're good. Combos. That's cool. Alright, okay, I think I got it. Yes. So, it's been 2 weeks. Have melons grown? I think this thing is dead. Yeah, it's dead. Oh, whoops. Well, I guess it kind of makes sense why they didn't grow, because they did grow and then they died. Oh, whatever. Plants, pumpkin seeds. The amount of items you can harvest from your field depends on fertilizer and water supply. Watering frequently only affects plants. Each stage you gotta try watering a little bit over a long. Okay, got it. Water. You can't. It's the dirt doesn't even change. All right, let's put fertilizer, right? I thought mushrooms were like spores, right? Alright, we'll just start with these two. Water.
The diary again?
Ooh, I don't know.
Yeah. Lately, I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
The world of the recycle.
Alright, let's do it. Last time I had trouble because it was super duper hard and I just didn't have the levels or the skill to do it. It took a long time. So I've seen like the hard mode is more like tedious mode. Oh look, I'm all beefy. Beefcake. Yeah. So it's like, it's pretty much when I did the hard mode, is everything has a million layers of armor, and you just gotta like hit them all 1,000 times before. In this world, recycle vessels create avoid the destruction of all. Okay, well I can do that. Can I fall off this thing? What the fuck is this? Yeah, this is a little bit better. Actually, it's a little bit too easy. Alright, don't need the lands probably, so I'll go with execution. Execution's always fun. Hey Hobbs! Happy birthday, or almost birthday. Oops. How's it going? Shoveling? Shoveling, huh? Yeah, I don't know what that means. Like gardening, or? Oh shit, that's right. I keep forgetting it's snowing everywhere in the world except for, you know, California. My bad. Yeah, do not envy that. Well, then again, you know, I'm not really a big snow fan. God damn, what are these things? Like, I like the snow, I just don't like ice. I think I've gone over it. I think I pretty much go over. I don't need an excuse to go over it. I just like volunteer the fact that I hate ice so much. What is making that noise? Oh, jeez, okay. I think there's a boss somewhere around here. I think, I mean... Oh, shit. So what's for dinner, Hobbs? What's on the menu? That's it? Metal core. Okay. Oh, where are we? Man, the filters these guys go through is nuts. Oh, it's alright. Finally got rid of, I don't know if I told you, but I was sort of procrastinating on a bunch of work I was supposed to do. I finally finished it, you know. So now I got like the whole weekend to sort of pretend like I don't have another bunch of other work I was supposed to do. You know. Adult things. Not particularly interesting. It's probably why they always have to exaggerate like sitcoms and stuff like that. It's like nobody wants to hear about, you know, running out of cheese or oh shit. You know, having to work extra because, you know, you got a flat tire you can't afford. Yeah, it's good. It's nice off my. It's off my chest. I don't know. Well, I mean, like, I can't really say that it was unfounded because the reason I had to do so much work is because I took a shortcut earlier and somebody found out about it, so I had to compensate for that. It's really, it was a high risk, high reward kind of situation, and it didn't go in my favor. But you know, whatever. Yeah. Not smart, you know, you're a kid, you're just like, hey, don't do things half-assed, but you know what? Sometimes it works out. And it's not like anyone besides people kind of like, that do what I do, notice, so it just didn't work out this time. But I'll be damned if I learn a lesson from it. It's scumbag behavior, but whatever. I mean, you could really just kind of justify anything, which is like, well, you know, if they wanted good work, then they could pay for good work. Oops. I've already learned that lesson, and I made a conscious choice to do it. Well, okay, the way it is that, like, I got a weird situation where I work for this company, right, that I used to work for officially, but I had, like, a falling out with the boss, because the boss, like, promoted me and gave me all this responsibility, and I said, okay, you know, like, I'm taking over this guy's job and this other guy's job, right, like the two people who I replaced. I was like, I expect to be paid at least a little bit better than, you know, barely higher the minimum wage for doing this shit, right? Because I learned it all. I'm competent. Like, the whole computer system is set up, like, specifically to be efficient, right? That's all my doing. It's like, I don't think it's unreasonable to ask for a raise since I've been doing this for, like, you know, 6 months. And he was like, no, I will not do that. You know, like, alright, then you could find somebody else. But it's 3 brothers, right? So it's like the other brothers are like, were on my side, but they can't really, like, they're all compartmentalized, right? So like they got one for the shipping, one for the manufacturing, and the one for the design and stuff. That's one who I used to work for. Will these guys sit still? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, so, you know, I butt heads with the main guy, you know, but the other ones were like, alright, look, we still need what you're doing, so we're gonna kind of disguise you, or just, like, you know, use you as an independent contractor, so you're not officially associated with the company, but you could still do the job since it's all set up for me, right? Like, the way it's set up is like, I set it up to be that way. You know, like the computer system, the way that the router works, the way that the printer works, the way that everything works. It's my system. So yeah, so I kind of gotta do that, but like, I don't know, clients don't understand that things cost money, you know, so they want things to be kind of like high quality, fast, and cheap, and I'm like, you don't get that. Nobody gets that. So in order to compensate for that, sometimes I'll procrastinate and I'll play video games or something, and then I'll take shortcuts with the router. I'll create like purposeful errors to kind of, you know, extend the duration of it. It is kind of weird, but you know what? It is what it is. So yeah, I made a choice to sort of, I don't know, like no one is suffering from it. It just means that the client is gonna have to chill out, you know, and yeah, I mean that's what it is. It's kind of like feigning incompetence, if that makes any sense. Like, oh man, I can't believe this happened, right? But unfortunately, I'm a bit good at my job, so. Yeah, I mean, honestly, you could kind of get away with it just because, like, the people who are hiring you to be specialists are, you know, they don't know themselves, so I don't know. I'd never do that to like a new client or somebody who actually kind of I respected a bit, you know, just out of sheer kind of petty principle. I don't know. I'm not really painting myself in a good light, but you know, whatever. I'm not a scumbag. I got a good work ethic. Usually. But yeah. I mean, it's such a... Like, I was doing this thing. Like, they took me from a regular, like, sort of entry-level job within the company and then taught me, like, had me take over this dude's job and this other dude's job and combine them into one thing, and I had to learn the entire system, all the graphic design, how the printer, the router, the hydrojet, everything, like, how everything works. And I did this within 6 months. I became competent at it. And then I asked, you know, I'm like, hey, you know, maybe I should be getting paid what you would pay somebody you've hired on Craigslist for this shit. Like, no. I don't know. I guess if you have to justify your decisions, they're not, you know, completely, you know, above board. Anyways, so I'm done with that for now, and I get to play video games. Yeah, that's what they like doing, or the whole, you get an experience, right? Unpaid internships and shit. Yeah, that's all a scam. And they couldn't do what I did. Like, there's no way that somebody else could kind of do that, you know, pick it up and just, like, be willing to do it. And I mean, they still use me, so they haven't found anybody who would do it for the price that they're asking for. Not saying I'm hot shit, I'm just saying is that you sort of have to kind of be familiar with the systems before you jump on in, and you can't really come on off the street. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Maybe I am a scumbag, but whatever. Yeah. So that's how I'm doing. Yeah, well, I mean, the problem is that you may know what you're worth, and you may, you know, have an accurate, or, you know, semi-accurate, because you're always going to be biased, right? You're never going to have an accurate assessment of what you are, because you're always, you know, on your side. But, you know, I don't know, it's like somebody pointed out, he said, like, by design, if you're working in a capitalistic environment, you are not going to be getting paid what you're worth, just because no one's going to be getting money. They're not going to be able to make money off you if you get paid what you're worth, so... But, you know, it's like I don't want to do the whole, like, I don't know, 2 jobs thing that I used to do, you know, or just have, I don't know, like I don't know. You can only eat so much ramen in your life, and not that I hate ramen, it's just that if I had a preference, you know, I'd rather be able to pay rent and, oh yeah, I got an outfit, pay rent and, you know, heating and do my laundry and have food that isn't, you know, 90% starch and water, so. And I don't want to work like 4 jobs. It's like, what was I working 3 jobs over in Washington, and it was just, it's like there's no time to do anything. You just gotta, you work, you sleep, you know, and then you wake up and you work. You get little moments in between, you know. Or you could bring like a water bottle full of vodka or something like that, but... Ooh, right or left, right or left. What do we got, right or left? It kind of is, and I find it hard to see like a fair way out of it. Because I mean, like, I feel like if you, not that I'm, you know, Mr. Altruism over here, but I feel like if you put yourself in like a fair position where you're not trying to take advantage of other people, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage because everyone else is going to be like, oh, hey, this guy's, you know, whatever. So, like, being sort of a, not good person, but morally, I don't know, semi-north, you know, person, you're just, that's just my thing. I'm kind of a little bit of a pessimist sometimes. Right or left, right or left. What do we got? Left, nice. Wait, right, left. Oh, never mind. I guess it was a non-choice, my bad. I thought it was a fork. Oh, can I save now? It doesn't matter. I mean, it's such a weird time right now, right? Like, it feels like a bad dream or like a poorly written play Just like all the things that are going on. Oh, hello. Oh, I can't. Oh, dude, it's the... Damn. It's the rules room. Damn, I hate these. I don't know, you seem like a relatively positive person. Oh, I think this is like endgame, like we just... Oh, shit. It's difficult to maintain. At least in my opinion, like... Alright, let's go, gluttony. Oh, dude. Yeah, I hate that. Or as I hate when you're just like having a bad day. Oh, what's wrong? It's like, you know what? I'm allowed a bad day. Fuck you. I mean, it just seems kind of fake when people act. Like, I never got that. Maybe that's just because, like, I understand, like, people having bad days, right? And people just don't want to talk, or people are kind of, like, uncharacteristic. It's like, even if that's the case, is, you know, let them talk about it or something. People tend to leave positivity alone, like, oh, hey. Yeah, I don't, you know, it's hard to tell if that's like reality or if it's just like my own perception of, you know, pessimistic nature. I'm lost. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know, I used to hang out with this this girl in high school, right? And she was like unnaturally optimistic. Just everything was silver lining this, silver lining that, right? And I couldn't trust it. It was difficult. I was like, what? Like I don't know if it's like a psychosis or something where it's, you know, not, I'm saying, you know, but like nothing bothered her, and I just, it kind of weirded me out. Huh. Maybe it's not like positivity for itself, but positivity for, you know, alternate reason. Is that worse though? Like if you're positive to sort of get attention for being positive, or to identify as a certain thing, like even though like the end result is the same, is it still kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of tricky. Like, because nothing's black and white, right? I mean, the world is just full of grays all over the place. So it's like, you know, I guess kind of setting up camp in one.
It seems we have been shut in.
Yeah, you know what? I think you're right. Well, I mean, like, how often do people reflect on their own actions, or be like, hey, I want to improve myself? You know? I'm not saying I do that, because, I mean, you can't really tell. Like, that's what I always tell, you know, the people we talk about. It's like, when you're talking shit about somebody, you have no idea if there are people that are a little bit more qualified to talk shit about you, talking about people like you. But, I don't know. It seems like people are just kind of like, they don't ask questions, they don't put themselves under the microscope. And I don't know if that's a bad or a good thing. Yeah, but AI is like, I don't. It's just doing its job, right? It's like, I don't know. I don't know. Actually, it's like, what was that thing? Is like the brain named itself kind of thing, right? It's like every time you kind of think about yourself, you're just your brain thinking about itself, right? It's like, damn, the brain is so cool. That's your brain calling itself cool, you know? So it's like, how self-aware can we get before we sort of kind of short-circuit ourselves out, right? You know, and is there really a point to it? Like, you know, if sort of evaluating yourself and your place in the universe just brings, you know, despair or sorrow, I don't think AI can be self-aware. I think that's, well, I mean, I think it can kind of like replicate self-awareness, right? But actual like singularity is a bad, is just a big bad. I think, I don't know. Like, remember when Google announced, Google and like a few other people, they're like, hey, we got a new quantum computer, right? And then you didn't hear anything about it since. That's concerning to me. And you bring up an interesting point too. Are there different tiers, you know? Like different, I don't know, echelons of self-awareness or discovery, you know? Like, or what happens if you're self-aware and you realize your flaws but you choose to ignore them? What's that then? Oh my god, there are a bunch of dudes here. Right, let's see. What are we gonna do? We're gonna hit him with that good juice. I don't know, because I mean, like, you can't truly be unbiased, right? So you can't look at things objectively. I mean, maybe, like you said, an AI could. Ah, cool. But I think AI is mostly just kind of replicating. Like, it's all replication. It's not made from nothing, right? Oops. Excuse me. So at some level there you could trace back its logic process, right? And you could kind of make corrections within it, but it's never like, you know what, I'm gonna do something irrational. That doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna go and do something stupid just because it feels cool. Robots never do that. Well, that's what I was, you know, that's the question though. It's like, at what point are we, you know, genuinely feeling things, genuinely thinking, and not just replicating the actions of, you know, those who came before us, or things that we think that we understand, you know? It's like, what's that whole thing, like nature versus nurture, right? So you got like, you know, are behaviors learned, or are they you know, figured out independently? If you put two people in separate kind of like environments raised, and you give them the same scenario, the same difficult problem or something, will they come to two conclusions being, you know, just say they're clones, theoretically? Ugh. You know, I think I need to change that. Yeah, or, you know, stuff like that, like hypothetical situations like that, where it's like, you know, who's to say, I mean, because you can't analyze anything, I can't even word it up. It's like, I'm thinking you can't analyze anything farther than your brain can comprehend, right? And that's the best brain. Like, let's just say this guy's like, you know, Shakespeare level genius, right? Or Beethoven, right? And we use his brain to kind of analyze this stuff. Is that's the top, that's the highest we could go. We can't surpass that, you know? except for like AI. But at what point is the AI sort of looking down on us like these idiots, you know? So all we got is like speculation and what was I doing? I'm getting into it now. Look what you just started. So it's like you kind of just gotta like hope you got it right. Or I don't know, it's like, you know, maybe there is no right or wrong, right? And it's just whoever, you know, makes the strongest argument and gets the most people believing them. Because what's that whole thing? I don't know. I forget what it was called, but that whole experiment with like collective consciousness, right? Where they took like a bunch of people and they sort of I don't know. I'm gonna butcher this study, but I mean, like, it was that whole thing that they were doing with like string theory and quantum mechanics, right? Where they wrote like, you know, intentions and words on water bottles, and they studied the crystals, and they had people in separate rooms sort of tripping on acid and figuring out, like, you know, like getting knowledge that there's no way they could have, but they sort of expanded their brain and just understood. Like, I don't like, I'm not doing a very good job making this sound like a legit study, but it was like, you know, it was real. And there are things like the quantum computer, you know, coming up with both possibilities, yes and no, at the same time, and having them both be right. It's like there are things beyond humanity's comprehension, at least currently, you know. So it's like thinking that there's like a right and left or a way to be, you know, is kind of like limiting ourselves, I would think. Whoa, look at that guy. I know. Well, depending on how long the world is, I've already been overdue for a midlife crisis. I don't know. I'm always one to sort of wax existential dread. I don't know. I think it's kind of like, it's a little bit closer. You're a little bit closer to kind of figuring out shit if you're kind of bummed out. You know, because there are no right or wrong answers. There's nothing. There are things in this universe that we know we don't know. Like, you know, tachyons that could exist in two places at the same time, or teleporting, you know, micro things. I don't even know. I really gotta work on my vocabulary. But there are unknown things. Unknown to people who should know. And who are we to think that we understand the universe? Well, we can't even, like, get along as a species. We can't even agree that all of us need to be preserved. We're arguing over a pandemic. You know, it would be a good idea if we just killed each other for no reason. Yeah. At what point are we sort of just not, you know, not really worth saving? Or not, you know. Doom and gloom are kind of my early morning parfait. There are a lot of good things too. I forget what we were originally talking about when we started talking about this. Yeah, but I don't think it's a good thing necessarily to ask too many questions. I think ignorance is definitely bliss in most of these situations. Oh, punch! Puppet priest collects the curse of it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on in this story. This is sort of like a weird side quest thing that I accidentally jumped into, so just having fun with it. Oh, my... Oh, you know what? I think I should be shooting these guys. Okay. I get it. Oh, Yoshi, just in time. Hey, we're having an existential crisis. I don't know what you heard. What's going on, buddy? Buddy boy? Buddy boy? So do you think that there will be a point where AI surpasses human awareness and becomes like, not the singularity, but just like able to sort of trust AI enough to evaluate human problems? Oh, like Yoshi, Kiwi, and Dom, we get deep sometimes. Like, we kind of leave the stream, we're like, man, I don't feel so hot. Fell asleep? Oh, that's fine, man. Yeah, we're just here chilling. Oh yeah, I got a plane. I got a plane, and then I glitched out the game, and I don't know. I don't get, like, people say that. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, Dom always falls asleep in my streams. I'm like, yeah. I guess. I don't know, I used to fall asleep to, like, Televangelist and, Bob Ross. You know, when I need help sleeping, I didn't have, like, drugs or alcohol or whatever, you know. I just put those guys on. Oh, happy little trees. Going in. Oh, we're just gonna paint this right here. Do that. Oh yeah, I don't know what this mode is in NieR. I just clicked on a book and it took me to all these weird places, so I'm just doing this now. Oh, joining our talk. We were all over the place. I was kind of ranting about existential shit again. Ah, happy little air freshener. Hobbs, you're too adorable to exist, I think. You need to tone it down a bit. I don't know, we're talking, what was it, like positivity versus negativity, and like, you know, black and white situations where it's like people are either really positive or not positive, depending to be or not to be. I don't know, we were talking about a lot. I'm sure we'll circle around, we usually end up there anyways. You're mostly positive? Yeah, but what are your motivations for being mostly positive? Like, do you see everything, you know, with rose-colored glasses, is everything great, or is it because you don't want to be asked, you know, why you're negative, or, you know? It's a strange that, you know, it's like, I mean, we're all pretty well, I don't know if we could really evaluate if we're self-aware or not, but we're able to kind of like look at ourselves as people and our behaviors and adjust it, right? Accordingly, or at least discuss it. All right, let's get out of here. Let's save. I'm trying my new outfits. So it's like, these people that go around and just have like one sort of set of rules, like that's the way that they programmed, or that was the way that their synapses kind of lined up and sort of strengthened themselves to look at every situation, it's like car crash, oh, that sucks, blah blah, or like, oh, that sucks, but it's okay because I need a new car, kind of thing. It's like two different people, two different perspectives in the same situation could come up with two different conclusions based on their previous experiences with whatever.
Something wrong?
I feel as if I've just awoken from the most...
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, right? But I mean, like, just because that's the optimal response or optimal way to look at it doesn't mean that it's the easiest way to do it at the time, Like, I don't know. It's like mindset, like what happened earlier that day, or what happened earlier that life, or, is there somebody in this situation that you had a previous experience that you're associating with that sort of kind of counteracts your positivity in the situation, or, with the person. Like, there have been people that I've completely unfairly dismissed because they reminded me of somebody that I didn't like previously, and I just kind of like, my brain was like, hey, hold on a second. This is probably that, It's not fair. It's just like, I think, that sort of prejudice and that sort of bias is a survival skill, even if it's not 100% accurate all the time. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, because it's difficult to get points across like that without sounding like a negative Nancy. Like, how dare you? The world is perfect. I mean, you just gotta find good people, like, I guess.
What's the problem?
Well, I was distracted while I can't make the repairs.
Yeah, that's bad news.
You sure?
All the more reason...
This won't be our first time.
Thanks.
I don't know. My cousin has this good saying, is like, if someone steals from you, if someone betrays you, if someone does something, if someone, talks down to you or whatever, it's like, you could either try and get revenge or try and like make it work, or you could take it as like a small price to pay to find out what kind of person that person is, and save time in the future. It's like you see the behavioral traits of that, and then you clock it in your brain. I don't know. It's a lot easier, but I mean, if you're okay with getting hurt, it's probably better to, I don't know, like, give everyone the opportunity for the benefit of the doubt, and then have them prove you wrong. Yeah. It's kind of the way. I mean, like, there's so many different varieties of people. What was I doing? I'm getting, like, into this conversation. I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was gonna put on an outfit. That's right. Fool's Lament. How do you... Oh, you know what? I think I got it. Okay. Hey, that thing's pretty cool. I don't know. I think if there was like a right or a wrong answer to any of these situations, there would be one self-help book, and it would just be kind of accepted as the only way to do it. There's too many variables and stipulations going on in any situation. Or not. I mean, there's a very real possibility that me talking like this is just being an arrogant asshole. Just like, oh yeah, this is the way it is. you know, maybe somebody with a more realistic worldview. There we go, wardrobe. Kabuki. Kabuki. Samurai. Kabuki's like the Japanese opera, right? Or the Japanese play, I think. With that da-da-da. Let's just do samurai. Samurai. I don't know. I find a lot of good people that way, though. Like, I don't want to say... I get, like, I've been called out for it before, but, like, testing people, you know? Chicken or beef? Just sort of kind of like feeling out what kind of person a person really is. Because, like, I got a real problem with genuineness, right? Like, I just... tired of it. I'm sick of just the whole fake shit, right? Like everyone comes playing the game, right? Like I just don't, I don't know. I've seen too much. I don't want to play that. So I try and find out what a person really is, and then just like, you know, be friends with them instead of what they're kind of putting out there. Oh, dude, this guy looks cool. It's built for speed. Oh yeah, this is like armor, not like the Peter Pan armor or whatever. You ever watch that movie Hook, and they make like armor to go to war, and it's just like traditional samurai shit with the straws, right? Like straw flaps. I was like, man, that doesn't seem very good. But it's like what they did, you know, because they got a swing. But yeah, this is pretty unrealistic. Then again, he could double jump. So, alright, where am I going? I'm sorry, I'm getting super distracted here. Oh, as per rule 2500 656, please consider this your official notice that the King of Facade has chosen to enter the ceremony matchment. What? I already did this.
The king is getting married. Does this old book good to see a boy become a man?
Probably not a good idea to turn down a wedding invitation from a king. Let's go to Facade.
Oh man, this is gonna be another tragedy. It was already tough for me to take it the first time. Alright, let's do it. So you prefer chicken or beef or pork? Is pork considered red meat? I don't think so, because it's white when you cook it. Mostly. Pork chops are kind of brown, but... yeah, maybe, huh? That's what I'm thinking, too. Ooh, the snake. No? You know bacon's pork, technically. Oh, check this guy out! Oh, and she's all... dude, she looks like a blow-up doll. Oops, okay. That's cool. What about, I don't know, where's some more, well, not exotic, but, well, goat. What about goat? Speaking of. Oops, that's my 4x4. Oh! Alright, this is a bad situation to be in. Oh, never mind. Mint jelly. It's pork chops with mint jelly. Lamb, man, I had the, what is it, the lamb with the ribs, right? Where you pick it up, the shanks. Greek people, man. Greek people know how to cook that. What about deer? Venison? Oh, really? Yeah. That's the general consensus I hear, is a lot of people like it. They always say, oh, it's a bit gamey, but, you know, but... That's fine. Spelling doesn't matter in this chat. Go nuts, man. We get the point. We get it. And if anyone talks shit to you, I'll talk shit to them. Oh, okay, hold on. Right, so all these bad guys that we've been going through and we killed the first time, we now get to see what their actual intentions are, and it kind of seems like us three, we're the bad guys. So. Oh, yes! Like beef tongue or pig intestine or all those weird things like tripe, I think it's called, right? All that stuff's super good. Like you go to a taco truck and you just get like an authentic taco truck. They're just like, hey, give me that weird shit you're not supposed to serve. I'm like, yeah, we got you, fam.
It appears.
I like duck though. Like, there's a Chinese restaurant that we used to go to, and they'd like give you a duck, but I don't know what they just like chop it up like as is, you know? It was so weird, like sectional. It's really, really good.
Does it not strike you as curious to find wolves in the desert?
Should it?
They normally live in forests, yes. Deserts would seem to hold little sustenance for them.
Well, we could certainly guess what they've been eating.
I had buffalo once. It was all right. A buffalo burger. Yeah, people. I don't know. Cow tongue's pretty good. I think it's just like the prospect. Like if you fed it to them, they would probably be like, "Oh, this is pretty good." But if you tell them what it is, they probably would have a different, you know. Just like, yeah, nobody. Remember when they had that video and it was like leaked how chicken nugget or McDonald's nuggets were made, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's like meat ice cream." Oh yeah, hot dogs. I don't mind. Like, I don't. It seems weird that we're worried about like what we eat. Like food is food, right? Like meat is meat. If it's not gonna kill you, there's no reason not to eat it. Like it doesn't matter where it came from. If it's tasty and if you don't know about it, like hot dogs, sausages, whatever. Germans got it right. They're like, oh, we put anything into a tube and then we eat it. That's the way to do it. I don't know if I would turn down a person if they're like, okay, like if it was like, you know, just to try it at least once. I want to try all the meats at least once. I'm gonna go out, but I'm just saying, you know, somebody, like your buddy loses a leg or something and it's perfectly fine and you cook it up. I would taste it. I don't know if I'd, you know, make a full meal out of it, but try it at least once. Try everything once.
Sure, again.
They got that thing, what is it? Is like, I forget what it is, but it's like a protein in
If I can track them.
the brain. Like if you were to eat a brain, you would kind of go crazy. Like I forget what it is, but I think it also applies to like monkeys. Like if you eat a monkey brain or somebody that's like kind of close to you and you eat too much of it, there's a protein that can kind of trigger. I don't know. Like I'm kind of talking out my ass a bit because I half remember the fun fact, but it's like something like that. Like there's yeah, don't eat the brain. I don't know. I always thought that it would be kind of cool. Like, if I became one of those eccentric billionaires with more money than sense, then I would probably... I want to try at least every animal once, you know? Or at least, like, the champions. Like a dolphin, a cheetah, an elephant, you know? Just once. Yeah, they had that brain sickness. What was it? Book Eli or something? People were eating other people and they're like, oof. I need a cat or a dog, yeah.
What kind of work?
I probably have. There was Mr. Chow's that was around my house. They didn't have... Yeah, I mean, not your own dog or cat, because it's like emotional, but...
I can do.
I don't see what the stigma against it is, though, you know? I mean, like, people, there are people that eat horse and they put it on the menu, right? It's not like a bad taboo thing. It's just... You know, yeah, I watch a lot of Iron Chef, and those guys eat everything. Like they'll just be like, okay, what's today? And they're like horse, or they're like, you know, lungfish, or they're just everything. Yeah, from what I understand, horse isn't bad. It's just like a tough cow. Well, they got, or it's like, in Chinatown over in San Francisco around here, like you'll go down the street and you'll see like big ass hollowed out turtle shells in the garbage piles, just like, you know, they make turtle soup or whatever, and they just slaughter big old tortoises, just leave the shells outside. They eat everything. What am I supposed to do? I was too busy talking about food. I'd eat a penguin. I don't know if fox has a lot of meat though. Like, fox doesn't really strike me as kind of a bulky animal. Like, it seems really, I don't know what the word is. Svelte, I guess. Penguin seems like there's a lot of meat on there. What was I doing?
I've got your stung.
What manner of ceremony?
That's a pretty specialized mat.
Dude, it looks like just... Have you seen a penguin skeleton? It's a tiny little thing. The rest is just like blubber and fat for swimming around in the ocean. I would think, right? I don't know, they got pigeons. They eat pigeons in places.
We hear your days of bachelorhood are coming to a close, King.
Congrats.
Forgive my prying, but we are all eager to know the identity of your lucky bride.
I don't, yeah. I think it's like, what are they called? Squabs, right? Like, they're in the pigeon family, but they're... I don't think it's like the you know, street rats. Or flying street rats or whatever we got going on here.
Hold on. Fira?
You have grown into a fine example of womanhood. I'm sure you will make a splendid queen.
I don't know, they're always going on about it on Iron Chef. They're like, oh, and he pulled out the pigeon. It's like, is that a duck? No, it's a pigeon.
I
don't know, dolphin though. I definitely want to try dolphin.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Your Royalness. Congratulations on your wedding. I'm sorry Kaine's not here, but...
Yeah, I had some shark fin soup over in Thailand, and it didn't taste like anything. I don't know, like from what I understand, it doesn't have much flavor, but you know, dolphins, I mean, just to say, like, I ate a dolphin, or I ate a part of a dolphin. I don't know, maybe it's the rebel, it's like kind of forbidden, because dolphins are like hyper intelligent. It's like, yeah, I did that. I don't know, it's just like the, you know, dominant species kind of thing. Giraffe. I'd probably try some giraffe. Didn't they have... Oh, okay. So now we can see what the bad guys are thinking. Elephant, definitely. There's probably a whole... No, hold on. Okay, after the cutscene. So people started it, I guess. Yeah, I would imagine there's like different parts of the elephant. Like they got like a lot of different cuts, right? Because I mean, the trunk alone would probably be its own thing. And then you have, you know, like the fat and the underbelly and all that stuff.
To think they even have rules governing the timing and water temperature of a bath.
What's it to you? You don't even take baths.
Hey, Kaine.
Kaine?
What is the matter?
I don't like this. Weddings are festive occasions, you know? Should I even be here?
We were invited here by the king, remember?
Sure, but what about everybody else?
This city isn't like our villages. It's all about the rules here.
I wonder what would be the hardest thing to eat, the hardest meat.
And since there isn't a specific
like, not
you,
like to actually physically eat, but to kind of like capture and prepare.
Yeah.
Excluding the whole ocean. Ocean doesn't count, I don't think. Like,
will you at least procure a new set of lingerie for the festivities? Some spring colors, perhaps?
Wise.
Keep talking, book.
Oh, the nails? Like, I've heard of, you know, like cow and pig penises and stuff like that being served. Bull testicles.
Oh.
Come on, Hobbs, we just go with the flow. It's called the stream of consciousness. You just go from one thing to the next.
What's up?
Just having trouble getting to sleep.
Pig anuses. Yeah. Just
Something bothering you?
No, the opposite, in fact. I'm just so excited about the wedding that I can't settle down. I bet it's gonna have streamers and dancing and bears on unicycles and everything. I'm sorta jealous. I wish I was Fira.
Ooh.
You'll find a nice bride someday, Emil.
Huh? Oh, right. Bride.
Yeah, but I mean, wouldn't polar bears be... Oh, a panda. Pandas are super dumb. And they're still bear... Like, that's what I think a lot of people don't realize. I got a little bit of rant going on. It's like, pandas are bears. They got all the same things as black bears. They got the claws and the teeth. They're just super dumb. And they got those... They look cute, right? But, like, given the right situation, I doubt a panda wouldn't maul you to death just easily. Just super easily.
You must
But
be
yeah.
tired indeed if you
Have you seen those guys?
Social nicety.
They're so dumb. They're falling out of trees and stuff. It's not a wonder that they're extinct. It's a wonder that any of them are left after being in the wild without human intervention. They're so... It's just like Darwinism was just put on pause for these guys when humans... Are they Are they only in China? Are pandas only in China?
Yeah, that's not exactly it.
Oh, I think I missed a social cue here. He was right. I don't know. Hold on. Let's look it up. Panda. Panda Express. No. Panda. Giant panda is also known as panda bear. It's a bear species. Okay, so China. Yeah, it looks like they only show up in China, according to Wikipedia, which could be edited by your neighbor and checked by your other neighbor, but... Endemic China. Characters bold and black, white coat, and rotund body. Huh. That would make sense, right? Because, I mean, I don't think that they appear in the wild anywhere else. It's like, sometimes you gotta steal the kid because the mom is like sitting on it or something. Like, how they make adulthood it's just beyond me. In the wild, right? Like, they don't even have like a quick gestation period like rabbits where they're super expendable. It's just like...
Anyway, life is better when you have someone to fight for.
I'd eat a panda in a second. Like, I just don't... I don't agree that they should sort of exist anymore. They're cute, but they're bears, right? Just like orcas. I would eat an orca. A killer whale, right? Like, those things are not nice. They got the cute little black and white shamu, right? You know, with the fin, and they got the black and white around their eyes. Oh, it's so cute. No, these things are sharks. Big-bodied sharks. They will fuck you up if you get in the water. And they, like, play with their food. They're all psychopaths. Oh, we're watching what really happened with this thing. And how the wolves are justified. Damn, I gotta say, this second playthrough is an incredible bummer. I remember when I kind of paused in this game. It was like last time I got the feels so hard. It's incredibly sad, dude. Like this is his entire family, and these guys, like, we didn't see this last time. So their attack was, like, entirely justified. Just like the pickle period chick, right? And how she was just trying to become human the only way that she could know. She knew how, right? And it was, like, completely innocent, and we chopped her in half, right?
Aw,
here
weddings
we
are
go.
the best. There's flowers everywhere. Everyone's happy. It's just great. I'm kind of jealous. Aren't you jealous, Kaine?
Nah.
Oh, come on.
Alright, no more fun. We're about to get the feels pretty hard.
That wolf is a shade.
I don't want to fight him. Yeah, so these guys are trying to live with us. They're trying to work it out, right? And we're just not having it. We don't want to. All right, fine. I don't know, like there's a lot of parallels you can kind of find this in these situations that they make, where it's like, yeah, like okay, so you have two factions, right? The wolves and the people, right? And they both think that, you know, the other one is bad, but it's like, who started what, and according to who, yeah, they can't communicate with each other until now. So it's like that thing, it's like, I don't know. We gotta get the feels real quick. I don't know. This game is such a bummer. The first one was too. They got masks on. It's like the law. Only the king has his all sideways, like a rebel. Oh, that's right. We came up with the conclusion that everyone with the bowl cut
I would rethink this course of action.
in this game is sort
Ahead
of
lies a battle you cannot win.
cursed. Yeah, so this guy had a bowl cut, right? And
The king's grief is strong.
the younger brother in the factory had a bowl cut, and we know what happened with him.
Yeah, I'm guessing he'll run off to take on the wolves any time now.
Will we let him go by himself?
Of course not. Hell, I hate the wolves too.
Then we must prepare for the fight. It will not be an easy one.
I know.
Oh no. I don't want to go back to the forest a bit. Okay, so just to recap, in case you didn't understand what's going on, is we're going through the, like, we get to the story, and this is like Kaine's perspective, and Kaine is possessed by like half a demon, right? That's why her leg and her arm were chopped off, but the demon came in and was like, hey, blah blah blah. So she has to remain like just an insufferable bitch, or else, like, if she doesn't harden her heart all the time, then the demon will take over and she'll be, or one of the shades, right? So we're going through this whole thing again, and we're fighting all these bosses and stuff. And we're hearing them because she's half shade, so we're hearing it from her perspective, and we see the wolves. Like the first time we came over here, the wolves just came out of nowhere, like, ugh, fuck the queen, you know, kill everything. It's like, fuck the wolves. And then we had that other girl who was on a ship. She was a shade, and she formed a relationship with the mailman who came on, and she wanted to be a human, but she knew she was a shade, and so she tried eating people to become a human, right? She didn't know any better, but she just wanted to form a life with this guy. She couldn't be in the sun or anything. It was really sad, super sad. And then the two brothers at the factory, one of them tripped on some pipes and killed the older brother after the mom had been killed. And he looked back and he saw it was a robot, right? And a shade. But it turns out that they were just around, and he didn't realize he did it. He kind of like snapped, and his brain went all crazy, and he swore revenge on them, right? And so we killed the robot the first time, and then we go back, and we find out that the robot was actually adopted this shade, who was just a little kid because his mother got killed. So the robot's like, I will protect you. And the shade, you know, that we see in the first part is like, you know, okay, fuck the shade, kill the shade. But they have this whole history within the last 4 years or whatever, where, you know, he's raising him, and all of a sudden we come out of nowhere and we're like, haha, we're murder bots, and we just like murdered this guy in front of this kid, and this kid is crying for this robot, his only friend, right? And we're seeing this, and we're just like, you know, like, he's like, no, how could this happen? First my mom, now you, my only companion all these years, you know? This is unjust, this is unfair. And it was. And then we just walk away. So, like, you know, now we see how the wolves do. I'm not going to the Forest of Myth because they're going to have us talk. Go and meet with the king. So, yeah, like, it's a really interesting perspective on how it's going. Like, because it's just a miscommunication, right? That's just escalating over and over again. It's like, well, the wolves are a threat because they're threatening, right? So let's kill the wolves. The wolves are like, we weren't doing anything, we're trying to do something. The humans are killing us, or whatever these things battle? Are. So let's go kill them. Yeah, alright, let's do it.
Yeah. Time to avenge fear.
And it's just an escalating situation, you know? It's just, like, the levels in this game is mind-blowing.
Madness. The wolves who attacked were only a fraction of the pack. How will you fight them all?
And count us in.
We're not doing it for you, dumbass. It's for Fira.
Kaine, you can't speak to a king like that.
If this is indeed the plan, then let us make haste. We can ill afford another tragedy.
Yeah, so Kaine's, like, brashness and rudeness all the time is sort of how she shows her love and appreciation for her companions, because if she just lets up and is nice, right, then the shade will take over and she'll just be, you know, she'll murder them, so. Yeah, just keep everyone caught up as much as I can, because there's a lot of stuff in this game.
リスラ関係かけてしたすわれ。アルムーキエルトチギサンってきた。
アルム。
浮きがせんクユーリエ。
押して
キルたちエククギリスアーガイ。
え？
カイザムより生きおつじでくご。
ユラ。
カイザムチツストジーおわくれたしよりや。
こうだだ。ちより歌い。
So this is all very touching in its own way, the first round. Like, if you don't know what was going on. You're like, oh, they're getting revenge. It was totally uncalled for, those wolves. Oh, he's trying to leave. See, this whole day, like, I'm not voting for us at all. like, I'm not rooting for our success at all. I like. You gotta do. Wait, hold on. What is it? ARWO. Maybe that's not it.
Forget it.
There was a wolf, the wolf in Warframe, and somebody posted that if you type "Aroo" in the chat, it will summon the wolf. Oh, now I gotta kill this. I don't want to. Alright, maybe I do.
Wolves appear to be targeting the king. He seeks the king of Facade. Such dogged, unwavering defiance. Why do these beasts hold so much rage?
Oh.
The smaller wolves are not infected with shades. As for the leader,
If even one shares here, then I have to kill all of them.
Huh. I don't remember this fight.
above you, stay on your guard.
The overkill factor in this game is just off the charts. Oh, you're fine. You're fine to chill on. I just did a synopsis. Synopsis? I don't know what the word is. I just summarized. You hate to see it. Look at it, a gentle spirit. What have I done to deserve such a fate? Through the ice? Oh my god, I didn't see that last time. Yeah, it's a bummer.
Already lived for far too long. But you must endure. Go, live, and think of me again. Thank you for being my friend.
Huh. I'm not crying, you're crying. What? Oh, I don't know. I think because maybe it went down. I don't know. So I'm not sure if Shades, like, I still have my own theories. Like, we've seen the ending. But I think what it is that Shades are humans, or what became of humans after the Popola and Devila sort of did whatever they did. The little catalyst that brought the end of humanity, right?
I believe that young Fira was perfectly content with the life she had.
And there's also the visuals, like these guys' masks, right? Oh, I guess they're not around. But they have sort of,
does this not sound like what she would say to you?
like an archaic version of the robots that we fight in
She was
Automata.
terribly proud of her king, and now you must do all you can to honor her memory.
Data, Doris, Kyoryu, Kutaitu, Rich Life, Kaizama, Chittada, Kete Taisoto, Chittaterunda.
Is that another infernal rule?
Lano Perua, Tonri, Arterua, Chioar. Anta Toshitoshi, Arterua, Yariru. Lo, Fia.
The poor king.
Yeah, way back in the past, Fira was the one who helped us communicate, because all these people speak a different language that we didn't understand, and she kind of spoke sign language. She didn't really speak, so she just signed things, and like she helped us rescue this idiot that was lost in that tomb. Oh yeah, you remember that? At least Yoshi does. The Tomb of Rules, where we couldn't jump and we had to use the weapon to propel us. He saved me like 30 minutes. Yeah, so that's the same dude. And that's the same chick, and they you know, fell in love, whatever. Alright, let's get out of here. This place is a bummer. They really want me to go to the Forest of Myth. I'm putting it off because I know. Dude, I told you what happened. Like, when I started this thing, they had that whole talking part, right? Like, it was just like a book, and I thought it was just gonna be like a few sentences, or at least like a few paragraphs like the forest was, right? But it was an hour and a half of, no, it was like an hour. It was like an hour and 10 minutes of just me reading whatever, reading Rainbow. The guy says.
Go there. Just tell me where.
I'm so afraid of going to the forest. Okay. Because then they're gonna quiz us again. Actually, you know what? If we go there, then you gotta pay attention too. You gotta help me with the quizzes. Exactly how many times? It's not that bad. I mean, it's fun, but Actually, I want to see what the other costumes look like. Just like crisscross applesauce. Alright, let's go try on the other costumes. Okay, hold on. Game. How did we get out of here last time? Okay. Return to title screen. I tried doing voices, you know. Oh, but then I would forget the voices. It's a weird experience. Okay, let's see. So, wardrobe, samurai, kabuki, samurai, kabuki. Yeah, I think like there's another streamer that I follow, and she came into my stream and watched me during that, like the last one, the period pickle chick, right? Like that was incredibly emotional, right? Like not, you know, for me because I don't have emotions because I'm a man, right? But for other people, it was that, and we'd show it, and I'm like, you know, I'm just like getting the feels, and then we see it, and like the next day, I'm on her stream, and I see her looking at the PlayStation store at NieR. I'm like, yes, do that, get that one. It's like that is a good investment right there. I don't know about this one. This guy looks kind of. He looks like the protagonist's childhood friend. I mean, it is so rare to kind of get a game, I guess, that makes you feel, I don't know, not feel, just like, this is to inform you that the upgrade work on your weapon has been completed. The weapon is ready and available to pick up. There's a more personal request to make, you hope you can discuss further once we don't agree. Got it.
Personal request.
It's I don't know. I've read about them before. Like I said, you know. No, it's just, it's like, you know what's gonna happen because this is a second playthrough, right? And the way that these games work is like you go a second playthrough as this different character, right? So we've seen all the things that we did first, so we know what's happening. We know that we're gonna murder this chick, but the entire time that we're kind of like setting up to murder this chick, we see what her perspective is, right? And how everything she did was entirely innocent, and that we are just like absolutely, without a doubt, the bad guy, in the wrong, 100%. But we still got to do it, and it's just like, yeah, like, cause we don't know, we didn't know the first time. We're just over here, we see a threat, and we don't understand the reason why it's a threat. But we just know that it's kind of like a fight or flight situation, and we're not really good at running. So, we do this, and we find out like just this person just wanted to be accepted. This person just wanted to, oh well, look at this, to blend in and have a family, have something that she was denied this whole time, and she found a way to get it. But her method, she lacked the I don't know, facilities and the reason to sort of come to the right conclusion as to how to achieve that goal. And it was just, it's a tragedy. This whole game is such a bummer, but it's in a good way, It's like, what is it? Like, even if you don't like a piece of art, if it makes you feel sad or something in a museum, it's like, it still makes you feel something, and that's kind of like the point of art, right? So even if it's an unpleasant feeling, it's still, forcing something out of you. And I think that's kind of overlooked a lot in games, when their priorities are not necessarily story or just like engaging characters or whatever, but, sales or whatever people are looking for, graphics. Whoa, what are... Oh, that's right. I changed the projectile colors. Like, why are their faces coming at me? Just, I mean, depth of character, right? Like the kind of stuff you read in books. I mean, I get why it's not more popular and why more people don't like it, because it's not really, I don't know. It seems like people don't play video games for the artistic aspect, but just for the kind of immediate gratification or the compensating for lack of, I don't know. Whatever the things are in the world, validation, whatever. But, you know. It doesn't sell. These types of things don't sell. Except NieR does pretty alright, but I think that's because they put that fan service in there. Yeah, like the dynamic soundtrack, right? Like it stays the same, and when you go into like a room or something, it like right now, it's all... There's just so many artistic aspects to this game that I wish was replicated in other games. Like, it was just the common... Alright. So, we entered here, and it's just the soundtrack, right? Or just the instrumental, but when we go outside...
Hey
dynamic.
there. Your weapon is ready to go.
Great, thanks.
You know, with a weapon like that...
You were going to say?
I need to ask you for a favor.
Oh, yeah?
I want you to avenge my brother.
Oh, this is the kid I was talking about earlier.
That is a rather ponderous favor.
It's my mission. It's the whole reason I've been creating these weapons for the past 4 years. I don't care about money. I only care about making a weapon strong enough to kill those bastards.
Which bastards?
The ones in the mountain. That little shade and his robot.
So, remember I was telling you about the kid and the robot? Wow.
The Shade has joined forces with a robot.
There's a Shade in there?
Yes.
And what have we decided?
We're gonna kill it.
Yeah. Yeah, so this kid killed his brother. Didn't realize it. Blamed it on the robot. And he's a little shit. Like, I didn't like it as a kid, and I don't like him as an older than kid. Whatever. Yep, so now we gotta go do that. But yeah, if you see, is like this is the early stages of the robots and automata. Yep. It's a dirty job. Someone's gotta do it. Oh wait, where am I going? Yeah, we're going here. Yeah, I was actually talking to my buddy in the Discord earlier. That's why I'm playing today. Dom, actually, you know Dom, right? He said that they're making an anime of this, or an animated series on NieR. Not necessarily this one, but I'm sure it's the whole universe. So that's some good news. Oh man, you should see some of my save files from when I was like younger. I crack up, laugh and laugh.
I detect not a whit of intelligence from within that clump of iron.
Who cares if it's smart when it can smash you into a pancake?
No mere machine can hope to prevail against our intelligence and skill.
Wow, thanks, book. I feel so much better already.
Where are we going? What are we doing? We're going to do something we don't want to do. So I had this on hard, right? Earlier on, last time I played it, because I was like, you know, I beat the game when, you know, it's New Game Plus kind of, so I'm gonna do a hard. But hard is not like, it's tedious. Everything has all this armor, right? And it takes like so long to kill anything. It's just so, it's like I wish it was like a medium, right? Because I mean, like I don't mind a challenge, but it's not. It's like I'm sitting here for 10 minutes just beating the shit out of one enemy just to get his armor off and then killing it. You know, it's a waste of time. But like these guys are going down kind of in one or two shots, and that's not very fun. So, well, actually, can we change the difficulty? I don't think we can do it in. Well, let's see. We do it on the main menu, but I don't know. I'm kind of doing it for the story mostly. I don't know. There'll be a time. Oh yeah, after I beat this, by the way, I'll start Fallout. Like this is a game I'll finish before I do Fallout. So, but yeah, there'll be a time when I not today. But, Fallout 4 and all the DLC and everything. Yoshi was he's telling me, he's like, play it. I'm like, I have too many games currently open, but when I beat one, I'll play Fallout. So yeah, we'll make it interactive or something. I don't know. I always wanted to do like a really weird Fallout build, like something that's unconventional. I don't know. I don't know what's out there, but something fun. We're gonna have fun with it. Yeah, I saw that on your games to play. Maybe I don't know. Stardew Valley and the Fallout. I don't know. I'd say do it. You know, because Frostpunk's kind of, you know, you can pick that up and play whenever you want. It's not like, you know, like I would call it sort of a, not a filler game, but not a game that you sort of need to commit like to the story or anything. Jurassic genocide, man. I'm sorry, I just crack up when I'm sort of making fun of you, but in a very non-malicious way. Cause it's just like, I forget what it was, but I tuned in just for a short bit before work, and you were like, "Oh, I'm in the helicopter." You accidentally like shot the guy or something. I forget what it was, but it was just like everyone was like, "No," or you ran him over or something, or you ran your Jeep into a lake. I don't know. It's incredibly entertaining. Yeah, Hobbs streams. I go over there and I steal all her stream strats, and then I apply them to mine. I'm like, hey, that's a good idea. I'm gonna do that. I don't know. Sometimes it's like I'll get in my head about what to play, or I'll just be like sitting there with the game I want to play, but you know, not necessarily a game that I just, you know, just play whatever. Like I don't think it matters, because I mean, no one in my stream has complained about it. Just like playing whatever I want. So that one time I played Swords of Ditto and I was just like not feeling it. It was not a good run. Speaking of not great runs, I am incredibly lost. Oh, there we go. Just enjoy yourself, have fun. Although if you want like a shit ton of users, or a shit ton of people watching for no reason, just play Journey. I don't know what the hell it is about that game, but I played it for an hour and I had like, what, like 18 people just like watching me kind of play around in the sand. Yeah, it's just random. Well, I've sort of been not streaming as much this week because I had a bunch of work I had to do, but I don't know. Maybe I should get a stream schedule. It's just I don't really have a schedule, you know. So it's like.
Think he was ever truly happy?
Just making his little brother happy would have been enough. That's what being an older brother is like.
I don't know. Maybe it's what I should do. I should have like a set time, or at least a set time to do like the main game, right? Like something that. And then I could do like everything else. Whatever. Oops. I don't know. Just playing it by ear, bro. Just playing it by ear, right? Oh yeah, you still playing Pokemans, Hobbs? Pokemon. Am I even going the right way? I have no idea. Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know, I think it might just be like there's some games where it's like such an oversaturation of people. Like right now, unless you're like a top streamer, you know, like Elden Ring would be sort of a bad game to play, or Overwatch, you know, just because there's such a high concentration of people streaming it, so. It might be better obscure. Well, I don't know, that's just what I do. But all my games are sort of older. It's like, I don't know. It's like I don't stream Overwatch, I don't stream, you know, Final Fantasy 14 or any sort of super popular shit, just because there's so many people doing it and they've already kind of established themselves, so. It's unlikely to get somebody that's like, oh hey. I don't know, Twitch is bad like that. Like, it is so difficult to sort of scroll through everything and discover new people on like popular game categories. It's just. Okay, maybe not. what do they say? They're like, don't try and grow on Twitch. Is like grow on YouTube or Twitch or not Twitch, but TikTok or some other social media, and then sort of, you know, bring them over to Twitch and keep it going. Like Twitch has really bad algorithms and discovery modules. But that's if you're looking to sort of grow and become, you know, partner or whatever the tiers are. I don't know, all the people I've met on Twitch are just high quality people. Like, I have a lot of fun just playing whatever I want with people. Hanging out, you know. But that, you know, that's what I want. That's what I like and enjoy doing. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Open. Wow. That seems a bit unfair. Open. How do I keep this open? Alright, I gotta be missing something, right? Go. Oh! Got it in one. Okay, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Turns out I could have been going the wrong way this whole time. Yeah, also I find it kind of, I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if it's like, I don't know. But it's like, oh, here we go. Like if I play a game and it's kind of expansive, right, or it's like an RPG or something, like it seems a little bit more worthwhile if I play it with people, you know, kind of like, not necessarily people, but even the VODs, right? Like it's a lot more fun with company, you know, and since none of my real life friends sort of, you know, give a shit about that, like, you know, I think this is a good outlet to sort of just experience these games, you know, because like it gives you motivation. Like I'll have all these huge, I don't know, like single player games like this, you know, this has been in my library forever, same with the first one, and it sort of kind of focuses me on completing it instead of just like, oh, you know, this mission sucks, whatever. It's like, you know, give up for a while and then just never start it up again. That could just be me, but, you know, motivation. Or, you know, maybe I'm an exhibitionist. Who knows? I like to be watched. I guess there are worse things to be. Okay, let's go. These cards kind of have the same physics as those rafts in Just Cause 3. Just like, what? Hey, what's up, girl? Ah, damn it. Oh man, this is... Oof, I am... oh my god. Wow, that was pretty bad. So yeah, there's a rule, I mentioned it before, I tell all my friends whenever I'm playing a multiplayer game, and it's rule number 1 is never follow Ben. Because I will lead you either to the edge, or just completely lost. I am often lost. It's kind of my thing. But yeah, it's like people complain to me, they're like, I was following Ben. I was like, never rule number 1, never follow Ben. It's my little disclaimer, you know. It's like, I can't be held accountable, you know the rules. It's just one of those days, right? I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know. Well, I mean, of course I don't, but I'm just saying, like, you know, I don't think anyone should think there's anything wrong with that. There's some games, like, because I guess I'm kind of a masochist, I played, what was it the other day? What was that game? The Surge, right? And I'm playing with somebody, like, always these speedrunners join these games I play, and they're just, you know, I always feel them judging me, like, oh, can't wait. Surge is, like, famously, it has, like, famously labyrinthian levels, right? So it's like, you know, even people who are really good have, like, a really good compass are sort of lost in this game. I've played it, and I'm just like, I didn't get anywhere in that game. I don't know. Maybe they thought you were entertaining. And you can kind of fake getting lost in Warframe. As long as you're bullet jumping and you're doing parkour quickly, it always looks like you know where you're going. So what do you got now? You got 40 followers? 40... Damn Hobbs. Coming over here and flexing. Yeah, what was it, yesterday or the day when you had that 8-hour Frostpunk stream? You're at 37, I think. Sati7, you had that really, that kind of asshole guy in the chat. He kind of just, I would have kicked him out. I've been like, fuck you, man. Get out of here. Oh, 40. I had no doubt. I'm surprised you're not getting there quick. Like one of my other friends, she just sits there and people follow her channel. Like she doesn't do anything. She's just like, I don't know. That guy was just being kind of like an asshole. Hey Dom, you gave me the idea to play this game, and now I'm playing this game, and I'm getting feels, and it's super sad. You just kind of being like a, I don't know how to describe it other than like overcompensation guy. He was just being unnecessarily mean just because he could. What? No, it wasn't in my chat. I shut people like that down. People don't come in here and be mean, disrespect me and my viewers. Hell no. I'll eat a dick. I have no problem. People don't know how to behave themselves. Like that German guy from that German guy I told you about, and I told him I didn't censor I didn't have like my chat bot or whatever, you know, censored, and he was like, oh yeah, and I laughed at one of his kind of like off-color jokes, and he thought that was an excuse to sort of get like full-blown racist and tell all these jokes. Yeah, I shut him down. It was bad. I couldn't believe this shit. He's like on the internet telling me like in my stream. The balls on that. Like, I mean, I wouldn't feel. I don't understand internet people sometimes. It's like, I don't know. Maybe that's just because like I was sort of there at AOL 3.0, you know, and we did the whole ASL, or not ASL, but like, you know, like age, sex, location. You go in the chat room, or you do like a little whatever. It was all very innocent, you know. Now it's like, you know, oh, they can't see my real location, so I'm gonna act like an idiot. It's... I don't know, it's... Maybe I'm just from a different generation. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Depths, right? Did I come from the depths? I may need to go... Oh, hold on. Oh, okay. I think I need to bank it off this. Okay, let's try again. Oh, okay, so, we go... I don't know, Dom, were you here for the first time when we go to the wedding of the guy with the mask? And the wolves and everything? Alright, over this way. Oh, okay. Well, we went to the wedding of that... You were here when we were a kid, and we had to rescue that king with that sign language chick, right? We had the trials. Actually, I think you fell asleep for the trials. Anyways, we had to go over there, and we had mass people, and we see the wolf. And the first time we went around, the wolf came and killed the bride, right? And it was really just unexpected. She just came out of nowhere. So, yeah, it was the same girl from when we were a child and helped us find the king with the sign language. She got murdered by the wolves, but it turns out that we were kind of murdering the wolves firsthand, and they were trying to work with us to, you know, get together and get along with each other. Hey, what a wonderful kind of... Oops. Anyways, we saw what they were thinking, and they were trying to be bros. And they killed the queen, we killed them. We found out that it was somebody else, and it was like, oh, Grandpa. Yeah. It's so, like, me and my buddy were discussing Arthur the other day, and how kind of adult that show actually was. Like, he said that, I don't know, like, I was sort of like, after my time, right? Because like my little sister watched it because she's like 7 years younger than me, so it was on TV all the time. And it's like just watching some of these things, like the way that they're talking about it's sort of like Rugrats. Like there were some pretty adult themes in there, like divorce and cheating on people and just like, you know, abandonment and all these things that are just kind of like brushed over. If you're a kid, you're like, ha ha ha, I like Arthur because... Yeah, well, Rugrats had like really big. Oh my God! Here we go. Like a lot of adult things, like Stu and that whole thing, and Angelica, and just the neglect that she was getting from her parents. You know, it kind of makes sense. Did you know that Rugrats was made by the same guy who did Aeon Flux, the anime? Did you know? Now you know. But yeah, I mean, like they deal with like, you know, mental health in there. Is like Stu has a mental breakdown at one point and stuff, you know, stops functioning normally, and they're just like, oh, Stu. You know, but it's like, you know, this is a kid show, right? Or you'd think. I don't know, we were talking about old Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Like, it was real monsters. And that guy with the bits, I was like, I couldn't even pay attention to that show because it was just that guy's armpits, right? I was like, what kind of evolutionary trait would make it so that he has to carry his own eyeballs around? I was shifting off. It just bothered me, right? Was anyone paying attention where I came from? Depths, right? I don't know. This TV was... No, this doesn't seem right. Oh, let's see. Okay. I think it's like 30, 40 maybe, but it goes on sale every now and then. Is this the right way? Oh, this is where we get feels. We're about to get feels. Yeah, Don, when you told me earlier, you're like, I have news about...
I've never heard of a shade living with a machine. What's that about?
Don't know, don't care. All that matters is that we kill them both.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna tell me to start cosplaying as a 2B. I was like, hell yeah, dude. Oh, okay, yeah, I won't catch you up then. What floor? It's an experience. I don't know, it's like it's definitely worth whatever you pay for it. That's why it's rarely on sale. High quality game.
It seems we have found the entrance to our robot friend's hideout.
Right. Let's head down.
Are you mad? With no idea what lies below.
Beats going the long way around. Come on.
I don't know if you've ever had one of your save files corrupted, but all it takes is one, and then you just always, from that point on, you oh, is a new weapon? Oh, cool. What'd I get? Let's see, spear, beast curse. It looks a lot worse than what I got. Okay, well, we'll do it. We'll level up later. Ah!
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminating.
Looks like we found him. Good lord, it's enormous.
Intruder detected. Scanning. Scanning. Exterminating.
Look at the shade!
That thing is commanding the robot somehow.
Aim for the legs! Knock them down!
Take out the shade!
Exterminating. Ing. 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 Ing.
Oh.
Must defend my mission.
Oh, damn it. That's a shade. It's a shade!
Kill him. Kill him. Feel the hate inside you.
No! That's doing like no damage to me though. Watch it. Oh my god, it did a shit ton of damage. Hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Hey, we're gonna learn to work and play and get along with each other. That killed the first phase. It looks like. I don't know, it's like, I got it on normal, but I'm over leveled, but when I put it on hard, it's just everything takes so long to kill. It's very tedious, so. This isn't even my final form. Let's see, fully charged punch. Let's see how long. Oh, it doesn't do any damage.
Watch for falling debris.
Look out!
Escape. Escape. Escape.
I mean, he's trying to protect the guy.
Go. See the world. Burn. 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 Must protect. Must fight.
Oops. Oops. Oh, shit. I thought for sure we were going to be able to play as,
Where do you think you're going?
Kaine? I still don't know. The kid's begging for his life. He's my best friend, stop hurting him. Baby. I'm just amazed that he can fly with wings made out of metal. Oh, we gotta kill the Shade Kid.
Must defend my mission.
Alright, maybe this one doesn't hit as hard as the other ones, but...
Together. Be alone. Be cry.
You stupid machine! You killed my family! You
This
took
kid, I want to
everything
launch
from
him off
me.
the edge of this like...
Why did you have to be here? Why you? Why?
Beautiful. What a perfect example of humanity.
It's like every person is garbage, and all the garbage people, right? All the bad guys, quote unquote, I'm doing the air quotes.
You took everything from me.
Are just sort of.
Hey, come on. That's enough.
Are just, you know, living their truth. I don't know what to call it.
I did it! Now that this goddamn thing is dead, I can forage wherever I want. Just wait, you goddamn freak! Now I can make all kinds of powerful weapons! Just leave it to me! Leave it all to me!
Look, we get it, okay? Really?
Throw him off the edge. Yeah, he's not. The thing is that he's unjustifiably crazy. Like I don't know. He built his own reality. Like he did everything, and he doesn't see himself
Madness will never
in.
heal a wounded heart.
He doesn't see himself in the kind of equation. Like everything just happens to him, and even though most of it is his fault or his, you know, whatever he did. Like he thinks that it's all happening to. Oh no, how could this happen to me? You know, blah blah blah. Everything is the worst. I'm gonna lose my mind because my brother got killed by a machine, even though it was like him. You know.
Maybe it's just all he's capable of right now.
Revenge is a fool's errand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So you know, you just gotta deal with this insufferable. Uh-oh. I think I know what's next. Story time.
Popola said we might be able to find something in the Forest of Myth.
I was trying to put it off.
You will forgive me if I seem less than enthusiastic about such a trip.
I feel you, Vice. Alright, let's do it. Let's see. Let's see. And, oh, I got 2 hours. Yeah, I have to do some guild shit today. Well, all weekend at the same time at like 6:45 my time. Or 7 o'clock, I guess. But, you know, that's a few hours away. It's my weekend. I finished all that work that I accidentally gave myself. So. Streaming the dream.
You know, I've been thinking.
That's not a good sign.
Why was a shade hanging out with a machine?
It appeared the creature was actually issuing orders to that mechanical minion.
Do you think the shade had a reason for what it did?
Actually...
Look, it doesn't matter what a shade is or isn't thinking. All that matters is that we kill every last one of them.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, this guy is not.
The idea of a shade trying to protect a robot is goddamn absurd.
It's like, this guy's a tyrant.
You guys should be careful.
She's a psychopath.
What do you mean?
If the shade inside me ever takes over, I'm probably going to attack you.
That's not gonna happen.
It already did, dude. What's this guy talking about?
You are no shade.
The lad is correct. You are many things, hussy, but a shade is not one of them. Shades, for example, do not come equipped with such foul and scurrilous mouths.
How about I cram your face up your own asshole, book?
Don't worry, Kaine. If your shade ever takes over, I'll stop you.
You will you? Thanks, Emil.
God, even as a samurai. Her samurai armor. Never addressed. Not once. Was her original outfit with the negligee or whatever. I mean, it's addressed, but it's never explained, right? It's like, oh, hey. You know, each their own. It's just, it seems like an odd choice. I don't need to kill those things. Where's our 4x4? Let's get one of those. Alright, I'm gonna be relying on you guys to help me if there's a quiz. Where is it? It's not even here. I wonder if it would have just been quicker to run over there instead of trying to get the pig to spawn. Where's the pig? Where's the pig? Where is the pig? Oh, there he is. Hey, buddy. Here we go.
The home of that blasted dream.
Yeah.
Truly a nightmare I hope never to experience again.
I hear you.
Here we go. Hey, buddy.
Hello. How are things? You want to know if anything unusual is happening? Well, I have been feeling a rather strange presence whenever I visit the Divine Tree.
Don't say dream.
The Divine Tree?
It's a legendary tree that exists in the heart of our village.
Did you investigate the cause of this presence?
Not really, no.
And why not?
Well, we're not really supposed to go near the tree, except for prayer.
And why is that?
I don't know. It's just how things have always been.
Weird.
Alright, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So the great Deku tree. Deku.
We are the grass, the trees, the woods.
Why do we seem to encounter nothing but odd people lately?
You should talk, Vice.
As if Grimoire Vice is capable of spouting such nonsense.
Hang on. I don't think it's done.
Is the dark entity that governs all memories. May the words form themselves to your liking.
No!
Does that mean it'll tell us what we want to know? That'd be nice.
Alright. Let's do it. It's black, pure darkness painted over everything. Words scattered here and there across the blackness. Kind words, difficult words, amorous words, all sparkling in the dark like jewels. The words were few now, but time was shorter. Grabbing the words in desperation, the tree turned to the sky. "This is wrong," whispered the tree in the voice of wind throughout the leaves. "This is not how it was supposed to be. The plan has failed." Oh, this is new. Well, no, anything that starts with once long ago. Okay. Once, long ago, the tree had remembered everything about the world. This was its task, its function, its purpose. It shivered with something approaching joy as it collected the memories of mankind. This was no accident. Emotions were as much a part of the tree as root and bark. Memories collected like dew on the thick green leaves of the tree, and once they had formed a web that spanned the entire world. Words collapsed into sunlight before passing through the leaves and into the pool of memory, For the pool, the words joined together to form colonies. The colonies united into whirlpools of light, and the light coalesced into stars. Each star was like a child of the tree, and it loved them all. Look at my memory. A child is here, brought low in his... Oh, hey, it's the same thing that we got last time. Okay, that's good. So we just gotta remember the eyes, right? He is far too young to have suffered so. Thin beyond words, the boy's skin is a shade paler than that of the bleached sheaths upon which he lies. His parents no longer visit him, for they cannot bear to watch him suffer. The doctors have long since surrendered his fate to the gods. The boy, too, has abandoned hope. Strange emotions, weariness, hatred, swell within the dark recesses of his young heart. He tries to reject the black terror that germinates in his body, but no amount of effort or tears can drive the invader away. He has long ceased to resent his parents and doctors. Once he did, but now his pain is so great that there is little room in his heart to think of others. Only one person brings this boy comfort. A healthy young girl with tan skin and deep blue eyes. Blue eyes! Remember blue eyes? She is a beacon of brightness and light in the boy's world. Her very presence is a comfort to him, but he is unable to look upon her face. Whenever they meet, the boy is filled with loathing for his own state. Soon, this loathing eats away at what joy he receives from the girl's visits. The girl will stop coming. He knows this. His every waking moment is spent in fear of this day. He thinks that if he could talk to her, if he could tell her of his feelings, this might not be so. But this conversation never happens. The girl disappears. The boy dies alone. Yeah, that sounds about right? The tree scoops up this memory and carefully stores it within himself, etched upon it is a single word, envy. Look at my memory. There is a female warrior. Her greatest enemy is a beast with red eyes that she cannot fully comprehend. When she strikes it with her sword, it turns into a pillar of salt and dies. But when the white smoke clears, a new enemy rises, and another, and another. The warrior knows that her struggle is folly, but fighting the unending stream of enemy fills her with a sense of joy and purpose. Somewhere deep in the warrior's drug-addled mind lies a vague memory of a daughter. Perhaps the child exists only in her head, the dying remnants of a powerful dream. She does not know. Her friends and fellow warriors come and go. Some flee in terror, some are eaten. She began the fight with 33. 33, that's the number, remember that. Companions, but most are gone now. The warrior's body shudders. She does not understand why at first. By the time she hears a fierce, low sound, the arena is already enclosed in darkness. Looking up, the warrior sees a beast so large that it blots out the sky. She's laughing. She has been doing so for so long she can't remember. Covered in blood and dirt, the warrior laughs. She laughs and laughs till the town that contains her laughter collapses into a pile of dust. Blue 33. Alright. This memory has been stored for a long time. It is etched with a single word, loss. Look at my memory. A red dragon falls from the heavens. Ah, that memory has been lost. A shame. It was a favorite of mine. After many centuries of existence, the tree saw that carefully labeled memories were beginning to dwindle. One seemingly infinite, the memories now seemed ready to disappear forever. The tree did not feel sadness at this. Grief was an emotion beyond its comprehension. It did, however, have the distinct feeling that something was missing. The mountain of memories it had so carefully assembled had disappeared. The tree stretched its branches as far as it could, but new memories refused to flow. The pool of memory was a black, empty pit, a hollow place where life had once flourished. The tree had lost its purpose. There was nothing to be done but sift through the few remaining memories littering the ground under its branches. This is why the tree was pleased when the young man and his companion entered the room. Oh, I gotta do the voices. Okay, what was wrong? Wow, this place is gloomy as hell. The room Rocket entered was almost completely empty. All he could see were a few crystals scattered haphazardly on the ground. Picking up one of the crystals and peering into it, Rock suddenly saw a familiar sight. It was a forest of myth, its villagers prisoned of their own dreams. I apologize, the tree thought. That is all that remains. As Rock stared at the jewel, bewildered, a voice suddenly called out from the depths of his mind. The voice implored them to listen. It was an order. Following it was mandatory. Abruptly, the pair realized they must listen. They must listen. Look there! A small shadowy presence appeared from beneath the floor. It appeared to be a shade. The shade grasped several jewels in his hand. More jewels tumbled out of its mouth like shards of broken teeth. Sights and sound tinkling from each one before vanishing forever. The creature was abusing the memories, treating them precious objects like collection of cheap playroom toys. The shade appears to be consuming the memories. These things eat memories. The tree extended a branch towards Rock. I know, I'm pretty good at it, right? Without a second thought, Rock brought his blade down on the shade, tearing its stomach wide. Jewels burst from the shade and poured across the chamber floor. Look, thought the tree. What was the tree's voice? There's conviction memory I had lost, and satisfaction, and many others as well. Yes, this is good. The tree opened his mouth and attempted to speak, but no sound emerged. A millennium of silence and solitude had caused the tree to forget certain things, but rather than be upset, it greeted the development with good cheer. Focusing all its power on the riddle of speech, the tree formed a kind of makeshift vocal cord and tried again. Ahem, I implore. It spat out a glimmering green jewel. One more time. I implore you. There we are. It was, what was the color of the lost envy? Blue. Blue? Blue. Blue? It was blue. It spoke. The shade has intelligence and emotion. Who cares? Rock brushed White's comment aside, and the sword sliced through the shade's right arm. Right. Okay. The shade extended his remaining arm to Rock. I must touch him. I must make contact. The moment his finger brushed against Rock, the tree felt a warm sensation begin to burn. Something hot coursed through its fingers, up its arm, and out its entire body. It was emotion, more than the entity had felt in centuries. The tree cried out in surprise and joy. 1,000 years alone, 1,000 years in quiet contemplation. The tree felt like it was going to break apart. For long centuries, the tree... Oh my god. The tree had been alone, its heart sealed with the heavy chains, but no more. New, powerful emotions began to take hold, causing his heart to lighten. This was more than the simple emotions it had been designed to feel. It was the beginning of a soul. Oh, excuse me. And the young man was the key. This was the promise made long ago. This was how it would be released. This is not an hour, this is like 15 minutes maybe. The tree's stomach began to throb in pain, a new and unpleasant sensation. By the time is not right yet. Nah. I implore you. Oh wait. I implore you. How many were lost by the warrior who fought the red-eyed beast? Oh shit, what was it? 33? Hold on, you wrote it down, 33. Thank you. Thank you for writing it down. Because if you get these wrong, you have to go through the whole thing again. There is no skip button. We learned that the hard way. Okay, riddle time is over. I'm gonna kill this stupid shade once and for... Oh. Something round and shiny fell from the open stomach and clattered on the floor. The key! Cried the book. Secure the key! The man's sword slowed. Time began to dilate around them, stretching and slowing. Time is essential. The next word must be heard. The words exploded. It was difficult to discern their meaning. The pool of memories began to crack as the infinite blackness burrowed its way into the wall. This world is falling apart. How can a world I implore, most important thing, world. Whoops. Shit. I don't remember this one. What? I don't think it matters. Does it matter? What is the most important thing in the world? It's Yona, right? Shit. I hope it doesn't matter because let's just do Yona, right? The light was complete. Memories disappeared. The tree's identity began to dissolve. As the letter slowly faded, Rock was drawn back into the real world, and the tree was satisfied. Thank God. I know, right? I just like imagine going through that whole thing and having to do it again. Hey, that wasn't so bad.
What in the... I never realized shades were capable of rational thought.
I don't care if they can tap dance and play the fiddle. I just want to kill him without all this hassle.
With the tree defeated, we no longer have to worry about being buried in its world of letters. Unless, of course, time itself begins to rewind.
Alright, that was so bad. Like, the first time we did it, I think you were here, right, Yosh? And we kept getting the answers wrong and having to go back all the way to the beginning. You were there for that, and you were there for the first time when we talked to this dude, and it's an experience.
Maybe Popol has found some information about the Shadow Lord. Let's drop by.
Very well.
Yeah, because I thought that the numbers stayed the same, so I was just clicking through it, and then I clicked the wrong number, right? Because it changes every time. It's like blue, brown, you know, green is like 33, 77, 23 or whatever, right? So like we did it like more than, yeah. Man, my roommate is gonna think I'm like tripping on shrooms or something, just like hearing me sort of narrate through the room. What the fuck is that guy doing? Doing the voices and everything. Oh yes, I am wise. The snot. Well, okay, like I started that whiny voice when he was a kid, and I just hated everything he said, and I just kind of kept it as an adult. God wise. Fuck you. I don't know, we have fun. Well, I have fun. I think you guys have fun too. I hope so. Because then I think it's a psychological condition if I'm just laughing and talking. Yep. Of course. I don't know, sometimes I watch people play like old school RPGs when they're not like you know, they're not voiced or anything like that, and they just like read all the parts. I'm like, that's some dedication, man. Because I mean, there comes a point, like if you stream, well, I don't know, if like I'll stream for a long time and I'll just like I'll stop, I'll like forget how to talk properly, and I'll just spout gibberish, and my filter in my brain will sort of like disappear. I'll just be saying whatever, you know. So it's like kind of maintaining that level of professionalism for that, you know, however long they're streaming is like something else. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like some of those longer, like 8 or I think I did a 10-hour Mad Max stream once by accident, and I was just like straight up clinically insane by the end of that thing. Like, I'm talking, I'm just like saying whatever passes through my brain. I'm just like
Learned anything new about the Shadow Lord's key, Popola?
You know, I was just going to talk to you about that. You remember the NieR Re, right?
I sure do.
That depressing shell of a village?
Not so much anymore, it sounds like. I just got this letter from the village chief. Have a look.
Oh, my greetings to you and your village. I hope everything is going well. Our village has shot itself away from the world for far too many years, and yet we have therefore decided that it's time to change our ways. As part of the endeavor, we have resolved to establish a shop within the village. It is now open for business, and I look forward to seeing the great many customers visit from all over the world. With regards to the sacrifice keywords you wrote about, one of our villagers claimed to know the meaning behind it. Good job. They want me to come to the village, and it's totally not a trap.
Isn't that the name of one of the key fragments?
That's right. I've been trading notes with leaders from every town in the land.
You're amazing, Popola.
This entire affair strikes me as a bit too convenient.
I'm afraid Grimoire Weiss is correct.
What do you mean?
The area has been shut off from the world for years, and now they've not only opened trade routes, but they freely exchange information about the Shadow Lord.
Sus.
I agree. It seems rather unnatural and dangerous.
You're overthinking it. Besides, I don't care if it's dangerous.
Sus.
I won't get Yona back by just sitting around and waiting. If there are shades there, I'll just kill him and be done with it.
Oh dear.
Well, if that's the way you feel, I guess I won't stop you. Try speaking with the chief when you get there.
Are there... Okay, serious question. Are there any intelligent protagonists in these type of games? Like, they're like, okay, go, you go, take this sword and go kill 1,000 million bad guys. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't think Link is an intelligent person. I think he's just, like, a guy. It's like, congratulations, you got a fairy, go nuts, you know. Like, it's never addressed. He carries bombs, lit bombs over his head. I mean, just saying. Yeah.
The area, huh?
Oh.
Alright.
What a soul-crushing.
Sausage. Sauce. I'm trying to think of like an action or sort of adventure game protagonist that's. You know what? I should have leveled up my gear. Damn. Is Nathan Drake smart? I don't know. I have all the Uncharted games somehow. I don't know how. I was drunk and I got a collection or something, but I've never.
I cannot fathom that village
played
setting
them.
up a mercantile. They must have truly opened their minds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my doubts.
Aren't you glad to be going back home, Kaine?
Home? That place is a shithole.
Don't be so nervous, Kaine. We'll protect you.
I got me taken care of. Worry about protecting yourself.
Oh yeah, we went into her backstory and how like the whole village sort of ostracized her as a kid, and it was just like socially acceptable to treat her like garbage, and the only person that loved her was her grandma. And then her grandma just straight up got crushed by a shade. You know, very, very nice things. Let's see, can we just give ourselves a new... Oh, this one looks kind of cool. Whoa, that looks cool. Look at that big old hook. Yeah, well, okay, so she was raised and she lived in the forest with her grandma, who sort of, you know, whatever, but they lived outside the area where she was, right? And then a shade came and attacked her grandma, and she tried to stand up for him, and the shade just like ripped off her right arm and right leg, right? And she's like, ah, kill me. And then the guy that we keep hearing inside of her, the little Cajun guy, well, I call him Cajun, but I don't know what he is. she's the like he was like, all right, I'll give you use of your arm and your leg back, but I get your body when it's done. And she's like, fuck you, you know. And he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna stay in your heart, and if you're ever not like hardened heart or something, like if your heart ever softens, then you know your body's mine. I get the rest of it. Yeah, but I mean, like the whole village just sort of just treated her like shit the whole time. You know, so that's why when you go back and she's like, I don't give a shit if these guys die, whatever. You know, fuck them. She's sort of apathetic to their well-being, which I mean, justifiably, but we didn't realize that until later. All right, let's see. I don't know. I'm sort of I'm not using a lot of these the skills.
Ooh, the village.
That
It's
guy.
home to so many
Talking right now.
terrible widow memories, isn't it, guys?
Shut up, shut up, shut up!
What the fuck? He came out of nowhere. I just shot him once. Damn. No chill. She had a rough upbringing, it seems like.
We do not desire.
We do not desire needless conflict.
If we can continue to live with humans, then we can continue to live peacefully.
But that young man will come.
Yes, the young man will come.
He will kill us all. Women and children included.
What should we do? What can we do?
Yeah, I'm pretty convinced I'm the terror of this world. I'm just the Ganon going around and doing whatever I want. That's kind of cool. It's kind of like a KOTOR ending, right? It's like, turns out you're the bad guy the whole time. A lot of people had problems with, but I didn't mind. I thought it was kind of cool, you know? Yeah, I'm always super impressed by this place. Like, it's not extravagant. It's just, it's really cool looking. Like, it captures everything. Like, you know, it's a windy chasm, right? So they have all these windmills and you know, things going on, and everything is hugging the side of the walls. Yeah, it is. It's just, this game is art. Like, anyone who doesn't agree, I can see why it's like not used as the example, because like it takes a while to kind of get to the juicy juice, you know, just like Automata, right? It's like once you go through like your second or third playthrough, that's when you start seeing the good stuff, right? And you start realizing how convoluted and complicated the world that you're playing around in is, right? Yeah, it's not immediately obvious, like, I don't know. Yeah, it's high quality. But yeah, like the little wind sails and very cool. I think I'm supposed to go there. Oops. Yeah, and these guys are
Everyone will perish.
justifiably afraid of me also. Seems like everyone's justified to do exactly what they're doing.
You. I know you.
It reminds me a lot of Bloodborne, when you go and you talk to these people and they're like, they just give you little snippets. They're like, hey, fuck you.
Make sure you stock up on necessities.
Oh, I don't need any of this stuff.
Come back.
Welcome.
Oh.
Come back.
Oh, yeah, so remember how I planted a bunch of fruit? I planted like a melon and a tomato tree and everything, and I just kept checking and it didn't grow. Well, it turns out it did grow and then died, and I was just checking on the dead leaves or whatever this whole time. I was like, why wouldn't it grow? It's been like 4 years.
Why not fill your garden?
So yeah, it turns out it was
I hope you.
I have a black thumb in game also. Ooh, my weapons are the best. All right, let's do it. Faith, huh?
Thanks.
Yeah, well, okay, that's what I thought. Remember, because I was like, okay, it's been 4 years in game. These should be done. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should start just like doing games in one go, because it seems like spreading them out for so long. Wait, where am I going? The wrong way. Alright, I got a new sword. What was it? Faith. Oh, that's lame. Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, it's I have like 30 hours or something on this game, so it's not like I could do a 30-hour stream and maintain my sanity afterwards. I don't know, maybe if I was doing some hard drugs, I could do that, but you know, those things just aren't cheap. Be like, shit, guys, I'm gonna do a 48-hour stream. Woo! Oh, okay, you know what? I had to go to the mayor's house. You know what? It's like going the absolute wrongest way and then looking at the map and then turning around 360 and then going the same way. Dom, you're a bro, man. See, Dom's the crusader for truth and justice and getting lost.
Hello? We're here from Popola's village.
It's all over.
We came to ask about the letter you sent.
Our days are numbered. Our village is
as cheerful as ever, it seems.
You're the one who wrote the letter, right?
I don't know about any letter.
What the hell is going on here?
It may be faster for us to take our inquiries elsewhere. Let us ask around. Someone must know something.
Oh yeah, Dom, I figured out how to change my color. Like, it's not in the users or whatever, but now I am pink. Nice. So thanks for that tip. Right, okay, so we have to totally not get trapped. Yeah, I'm a fan of pink. I've always liked it. When I was younger, like the school had a strict no blue or red hairstyle kind of thing going on, right? So I dyed my hair pink on the top and blue on the sides. It had big old Liberty spikes, and ever since then, you know. Real men wear pink. Although it doesn't really look good on me, but
A letter, huh?
I'll stand by it for other guys who look better.
About that.
So, you know about the letter?
Maybe I don't. I'm not sure.
Which is it, man?
Jigs up.
And if I may ask, are you friends of Kaine?
You know what? Okay.
Say that.
I don't want to give anything away.
I've heard the rumors. Here to hunt shades, are you?
Indeed. Our aim is to defeat every last one.
Every
Every
last one?
To ROTC.
Everyone.
I can just imagine.
Beware.
Oh, what things are going on? Alright.
It's a trap. I figured as much.
Oh, is it the one where you gotta go and like
You guys sure are taking
recruit
your goddamn
people
time.
at schools or whatever? I don't know, I never did ROTC. I just
Want some help?
A carnival of murder. I love it.
Kaine, the villagers are possessed.
Yeah.
Some are still human, so be careful.
There was this. What was it? It was like a red pair of pants or something. They were like ninja pants my aunt made me. She gave it to my, you know, and I washed it because I was an idiot. I was doing my own laundry, right? And I washed it with all my, you know, socks and everything. So for the next, like, I don't know, I want to say like year and a half at school, every white sock I had was just pink, and I just had to deal with it.
I beg of you.
Hey, it looks really good on college applications, or, you know, I guess if you join the actual military. Because I remember it's like, when we got to boot camp, they asked, anyone here have ROTC training, and they'd be, or marching band training, and they'd be like, oh, me, or oh, you, or whatever. And then they would be sort of put in charge of the APOC or the AROC or whatever. People who led the cadence or were sort of in charge. So it's good for that, but I mean, like, would you really want to be in charge of a bunch of booters? No. You're like King Booter. Yeah, we kind of are.
Stay back, kid. Your sister is one of them now.
I don't care what she is. She's my sister, and I love her.
Kaine!
Oops. Oh. That's what I'm saying, like, this guy's reflex, like, he doesn't have brains, but he has reflex and combat prowess, right? And he's just, like, standing there, like,
Don't hurt my sister!
I don't know, maybe she felt something.
What madness. These people are behaving as if we are the villains.
Kaine!
Kill them! Kill them now!
No! You've got to stop this! We're trying to save you from the shades!
Villagers are under attack over there.
It's a shade attack. Whoops. Hello. I'm just kind of like wondering, do these guys just... Like, she just popped out of the body. The shade just popped out of the body. With the weapon, right?
You gotta get up! Emil, watch Kaine. I'll go clean up over there.
All right.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
What could those black swirls be?
I blame you for all of this.
Oops. Oh. Whoops. Yeah, so hard mode, these guys just have like permanent armor, and it takes so long to kill them.
I can't take this anymore.
What's on you? Oops. It's like he just nosed me off the edge. He's like, alright, game over. You tried. Look how much damage I'm doing. I hate this.
That hurt! What are you doing?
Oh, I think this sword is like extremely slow, but it does like 900 damage. Just to put that into perspective, like the base of most of these swords are like 300. It's like 3 times as much. Wait, math. 3, 6, 9. Yeah, 3 times as much. Yeah, it's pretty broken.
Shade as well.
It's just hit it and then move on.
No! If we keep this up, we're gonna kill them all!
It's cheating.
We can't let that happen!
Oh. This is what this guy's thinking. Shit. So he was just like willed into existence and doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so this thing does, 715, right? As opposed to 300, 8, 400 for this. Actually, let's just go a little bit weaker. But yeah, I think that the way they want you to do this game is very on purpose. They want you to like choose your weapons and then sort of, you know, use weapons, you know, and their skills, like the versus. They want you to use the versus to kind of compensate for the battle, and it's just it's a lot of work. It's a lot of, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Wait! I think those are actual people!
Hold nothing back. Those are shades.
Oh, wait.
The surrounding tentacles appear to deflect magic.
I don't know, it's sort of like Path of Exile too. It's like, I really like that game, but you have to
Focus your magic on the beast's center.
spend so much time in the menus to kind of, for everything. It's just tedious, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just a scrub. Scrub. That kid cracks me up.
Look out! Something's coming!
Huh. Oops.
Its weak point is located around the back. Try attacking it from above.
It's here.
I'll try to pin it down!
Emil!
Emil!
I'll keep it busy! You should be able to attack! From behind! Go around and get it! Please, hurry!
Emil can handle this. We must circle behind the creature at once.
Yeah, I would say like this is a really good. Ah, damn it. Alright. Well, let's pretend I did that right. This is a really good source material for an anime, right? Like it just naturally looks cool, but you know. Hey girl. What you doing? Just chilling. I don't know, I'm stoked. I hope they do it like legit anime and not like 2.0 like 3D or whatever. I don't know. I have trouble with that. Like, it has to be done really well.
You must strike it in the eye.
For sure. Are you there yet? Oops. Okay. Don't. Thread the needle, thread the needle, thread the needle.
Did we get it? It is escaping to the inner level.
I'm coming. Gotta catch my breath.
Careful, Emil. Won't help anyone if we lose you here. God damn it! We beat the hell out of that thing. How can it still move?
Its combined powers are beyond even my greatest suspicion.
Yeah, so it's still kind of questionable as to... like, they never address why she could use magic. Other than the fact that she has, like, a...
Take it out!
I'm on it.
A shade in her, I guess. But shades aren't really... I don't know. They kind of throw the balls at us, right? But they don't really do magic like the kind of tier that the grimoires are doing, so...
Emil, wait!
Emil!
He's gone. His instincts have taken hold. The ultimate weapon is being deployed.
Ah, fuck. This ain't good, Sunshine.
Alright, so 2B or Kaine? Which one? Which one's better? Oh. I have to protect the people I love. That was my only thought as I unleashed... No. 2B, yeah? Alright. Okay. She got that French maid thing with the feathers. I have to protect the people I love. That was my only thought, to unleash the magic power, not to destroy the shit. Oh, is this the kid talking? But everyone else as well. All of them. So many innocent lives. Destroy. Eviscerate. Crush. Hey, kill. These are the dark impulses that override all other thoughts. As a being that was created to be a magical weapon, these are my instincts. Or maybe it's better to call them our instincts. Dun, dun, dun. Because he got eaten by a sister, and then we destroyed the sister part of him, and then he turned into a creepy skeleton that has lips but only moves his teeth whenever he talks. A klaxon sounds from deep within the bowels of the laboratory. If you don't know what a klaxon is, it's that thing. Thick metal shutters drop down, sealing off the room with a series of dull metal thuds. Abort the experiment. Number 6 is out of control. Everyone get out of here now. Get the head! The researcher's words are abruptly cut off as a massive hand materializes out of the gloom and lifts him high into the air. The researcher begins to scream. He screams and screams, the sound echoing off the walls of the laboratory until his hand squeezes down, coating the room in a deep crimson hue. Ugh. The rest of his colleagues stand in silence, mouths open, unable to process what they have just seen. Then a female scientist takes a step back and lets fly with a heartbreaking wail. But this is a terrible mistake, for the sounds of her cry suddenly brings forth a monster in all of its terrible glory. Its body a bloated corpse, its head a grinning skull, and its massive, many times the size of a human. The head lolls? Is that it? Lolls? The head lolls from side to side as it tromps around the room from all fours, bringing to mind the will maneuverings of some wretched starving beast. Lolls. This creature, this thing, is experimental weapon number 6. Also known as Haloa. Oh no! Please stop! Oh God, save me! Save me! I don't want to die. One by one, the maddened cries of the researchers are silenced. If number 6 understands their pensions, it pays them no heed. Instead, continuing its rampage of destruction and slaughter with a focus that borders on obsession. After an eternity, the screaming stops. The alarm falls silent, and only then does the creature make a sound, howling out with an unfathomable roar that echoes up and down the empty halls of the blood-soaked laboratory. It's a sound that curses those who had dared bring such evil into the world, and yet one that has also seemed to be pleading for help. Oh, I was hoping I was off the Two sets of footsteps echo in an otherwise silent corridor for the first level of the laboratory. One set belongs to a young boy, his eyes blindfolded and his hands restrained. That's Emil. The other belonging to a severe man in a long white coat. The man drags the boy along by means of a long chain attached to a set of shackles on his wrists. Rubble is scattered here and there across the floor of the corridor, making the journey an exceedingly difficult one for a boy who cannot see. Okay, what's Emil's voice? Excuse me. Could you please walk a little bit slower, sir? I'm not used to being blindfolded and... Rather than stopping, the man only increases his pace, causing the boy to stumble in an attempt to keep up. I can't do Emil's voice. I don't know. This last humiliation proves too much, and the boy finds himself unable to arrest his fall. Without the ability to brace himself, he topples to the floor, smashing his head on a pile of debris and causing a trickle of blood to warn its way down his pale, frightened face. Agonized by the pain, the boy inevitably opens his eyes, causing the falling drops of blood to emit strange crackling sounds before transforming into tiny white rocks. Oh, because he got the Medusa thing going on, right? Close your damn eyes, roared the man. Yes, sir, stammered the boy as he slammed his lids shut. He hadn't realized the blindfold had slipped off during the fall, but now he keeps his eyes squeezed shut so tightly that sparkles appear against the back of his vision, the black of his vision. The boy is Emil, yeah, got that. Also known as number 7. He is a magical weapon whose eyes are capable of turning to stone anything that falls under their gaze. Don't look at me, barks the man. Never look at me. I'm sorry, sir. I was looking at the ground now, so you just... Okay, I gotta do it. I'm looking at the ground now, so if you just had me hit the... Instead of waiting for him to finish, the man extends one foot and presses Emil's face to the floor with a heavy black boot. Sir, stop. You're hurting me. I told you to keep your eyes and your mouth shut, so do it. The man knows this boy, this weapon, could wipe him out with a single glance, and yes, Subduing him this way gives him a sense of relief. After making certain the boy is sufficiently cowed, I don't know that word. The man leaves down, retrieves the blindfold, and knots it tightly around the boy's quivering head. Right then, on your feet, let's move. Emil staggers to his feet, trying to ignore the red liquid oozing down his face. The blood doesn't matter. The pain doesn't matter. All that matters is finishing the job they had set him out for him to do. The second level of laboratory was even worse shaped than the first. The environs are littered with rubble and rock, making the thought of a descent foothold laughable. When the man's eyes linger on a section of the rubble stained in a deep red, he's suddenly the sudden image of a warm, gooey brownie slathered in a strawberry sauce. His stomach lurches at the thought, but when he attempts to avert his eyes, they land on the remains of a human being rendered into what only could be described as paste. The man blinks. His mind goes strangely blank before attempting to determine exactly how many humans had to be sacrificed to create the scattered piles of flesh around him. After a moment, his thoughts simply cease altogether, as if his mind realized that trying to put such a thing into his form is folly. "Oh, you can go the rest of the way on your own," says the man with a voice much weaker than he wishes it to be. "I mean, what does it matter? You're not even human. You're a monster." With this, the man spins around and dashes back down the... Wow, brave, okay. A helpless Emil simply listens as the footsteps of his erstwhile captor fade into the distance. Emil finds himself alone in a room with the stench of death and blood. For a moment he considers opening his eyes, but the thought of the horrors that await him quickly squashed this plan. Instead, he stands still and listens intently. Eventually, a far-off sound reaches his ears. "That's the howl I heard before." Emil resumes walking at the sound of the distant voice to guide him, almost as it was calling him home. By the time Emil reaches the third level, he's moving to memory as much as to sound. His hands and his face are covered in fresh wounds from the numerous falls, but every time he thinks about giving up, his mind returns to his sister. "We studied together. We ate cookies together. We cried together. We laughed together. And sometimes I was the only one who got yelled at. That is why I was never lonely. Our being together allowed me to stay strong." For Emil, his sister was all that he had left to live for. So holding that feeling close to his chest, he presses on, one step after the other. Finally, Emil finds himself drawing close to a certain experimental chamber in the deepest part of the laboratory. The howl is very close now, and as he touches the switch that controls the door, he thinks about the mission. Number 6 is the ultimate weapon. She is his sister, and he must turn her to stone. Ah, that makes sense. That's why she was like just hanging up on the wall. The door slowly opens, revealing the massive interior of an experimentation chamber. After a few steps, Emil removes his blindfold and slowly opens his eyes. His sister lurks before him, but she looks nothing like the girl he once knew. Instead, he sees a savage beast crawling on all fours through the shredded remains of the researchers. As the thing that had been his sister stops and tilts his head in Emil's direction, he focuses his gaze on it. A series of soft crunching sounds emerge from the creature as his magic does its terrible work. First the finger... Oh, they're gonna go through it. Then the hands, arms, legs, head. What little color the beast once possessed fades to a dull ashen gray. And yet somehow it summons what strength remained to pull itself towards Emil, one slow, lumbering effort at a time. Wailing, the massive monstrosity closes in. Is she worried about me? Or is she coming to kill me? Yeah, I'm guessing it's the latter, dude. Emil feels prepared to accept either outcome. After all, this was his older sister, the person he loved more than anyone else in the world. Halua! Halua! Halua, The moment Emil speaks, number 6 comes to a sudden halt. Silence descends on the chamber as the siblings stare at each other. I am sorry, Halua, but everyone says you're too powerful. They say it's too dangerous unless I seal you away. I'm so sorry. As Emil watches her body begin to turn to stone once more, number 6 simply waits in utter, perfect silence. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm pretty sure I kind of ruined the mood of whatever they're trying to do with that, but whatever. The moment number 6 petrification is complete, her memories flood into Emil's mind. Oh. The two of them huddling together in the cold, all alone in the world with no one to protect them. All she wanted was to save her little brother. And yet, it was that little brother who, in a sense, saved her. The moment the petrification is complete, Emil sinks to his knees. A frozen sister and a little brother whacked with sin. Alone in a cold cage, the two of them weep in a single, silent voice. Dun, 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 dun. Very sad. It was their combined power that destroyed the NieR Re. What? Hold on. Oh, right, okay. Whole existences, entire lives, even their memories. We took it all. We took everything. My sweet, gentle sister turned into a monster. And the same thing will happen to me now that I have her power. If my instinct as a weapon... What? If my instinct as a weapon win out and destroy me in the process. What? That's a weird sentence. If that power ends up hurting someone I love, Oh, that's why he's all bummed out. That's right.
What have I done? I killed innocent people. I killed them all.
But you saved us. If it wasn't for you, we'd all be dead. We owe you.
But
It's all right. Really. Don't look back.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking, right? Because he said like that whole recap was him turning his sister into stone, but she was very much not stone when we saw her, and she ate him, and then he became the spooky skeleton boy and freed us from Pickle, from our Pickle.
We had best be off.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering, right? It's because. Okay, not only that, but remember when you were like, oh, it's a horror game now, and it definitely was a horror game, and it was just never addressed the whole, you know, migrating statues or the sink full of blood or the creepy butler robot thing, right? Like, it was just kind of, it just was like this was this mansion out here that was all black and white with this kid with the blindfold, right? That turned things to stone, and then we saw the laboratory and. It just was, you know, all that creepy shit. So that's what I'm thinking. It's like, I don't know if it's a side quest or if it's just other things. Like, I'm missing something, or I gotta do, like, there's, like, another playthrough after this one, you know? Which, I mean, would make sense, right? Like an abridged sort of half playthrough, kind of like that A2 or whatever it was. Right, it wasn't like a full game playthrough like with 9S and 2B. It was like a, you know.
This is the last of them.
Now we can find the Shadow Lord and Yona.
Oh, we can see what happens here.
Hold on, Yona. I'm almost there.
But yeah, it's like I feel like I'm missing information. Or maybe it's open to speculation, you know, it's like the lore is interpretable, or it's just like read between the lines kind of thing.
What is it?
So, we can finally save Yona now, huh?
It would appear that way. What is it, lad? You've quite the pensive look on your face.
Listen, I need your advice. It's about Kaine and Emil. This upcoming fight with the Shadow Lord is gonna be rough. And while I'd do anything for Yona, I'm not sure it's fair to drag the two of them into this.
Oh yeah, we gotta have this,
Are
right?
you truly worried about such a thing now? After all our merry little band has been through?
Hey, the fuck's this hot garbage you've been spewing?
She's an ideal woman, right?
Someone's been eavesdropping, eh?
Kaine, Emil, look, I just...
Wanted to leave us behind? Why, so we'd be safe? Fuck that.
Kaine's right. You accepted me. You told me we'd be together no matter what happens. Now it's time for us to return the favor.
Don't make me start talking about loyalty and debts and all that. You know I hate mushy shit.
But...
If it makes you feel better, we're not doing it for free. After we rescue Yona, we're totally gonna call in a favor of our own. We're going on a journey to cure Kaine's possession and restore my body. It's gonna be tons of fun. Just think of all the delicious local foods we can try along the way.
I'm gonna eat way more than my fair share. So you better get ready to pony up.
Thanks, you two. We're gonna rescue Yona. I swear it.
I'm trying to think. Like, cause there's a whole bunch of endings to Automata,
I
right?
marvel at how relatively simple a task this retrieval process proved to be. It is almost as if someone deliberately set us on this path.
You're overthinking again, Vice.
But...
I don't care if it's a trap. Yona's waiting for me and I'm going.
I see.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's any good endings, because I forget what happened. It was like the twins came out, right? And they just went all nuts, and they're like, hey... No, we had the original twins, and then we had the two twins inside. And then we had the two ball twins. I forget. I totally forget what happened in that game. What is this guy doing anyways?
Time to rescue your sister, eh?
Sorry, madam, I thought you were a dude. You know what? I'm thinking that maybe most of the lore resides in like the lore books, or the things that you pick up, right? Maybe not here, but oh yeah, stuff like this, you know, or the other game where they have like, you know, like parking tickets and stuff like that, and little notes from the past, and research diaries and entries and stuff like that. Like if you read into that and you sort of get into the library aspect of that, I would imagine that's where you get all your answers. But I don't do that shit because reading is for suckers.
You're really gonna do it? The whole village is buzzing, you know. They say you're gonna go rescue Yona. I guess it's really happening, huh?
I'll bring her back. I promise.
About that.
Yeah?
Nothing. Never mind. Popola just loves to worry. Anyway, you be careful. Yes, do be careful.
Thanks.
Doobie. Time to totally not get betrayed. Actually, I'm kind of curious as to how this plays out. I don't know if there are multiple endings in this game. But what I thought when we were gonna do the second playthrough, we're gonna be able to play as girl, but Kaine. Oh, I gotta go in like 30 minutes. Alright, we got 30 minutes and then I have to take a break. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it... Well, because I plan on playing afterwards, because this is a weekend, I don't have any work, so... but it might be better to stop now before I go into it, because I don't know if it's a 30-minute thing, and I absolutely have to go in 30 minutes and do this guild thing. Yeah, you know what? I may pause it here, and then just pick it up after that. Just so we could get it done. Well, not done, but, you know, we don't have to go and do, like, this super climactic fight, and then, you know, pause it and leave halfway through. Yeah, you know what, I'll do that. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, you know what? Oh yeah, 30 hours. I don't know if I could do a 30-hour stream. Yeah, like, back to our initial thing earlier. Yeah, so, take a break. Probably back... I don't know. So, okay, I have to do this thing at 6:45, and then afterwards we gotta do Guild Wars. And that could take... I don't know. It's probably an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes at most. That doesn't matter. Yeah, but thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. we'll do this a little bit. Ooh, 209. That's my old area code.